What's going on, crypto fam, and welcome back. All right, we're going to go over some Saitama news. All right, this is going to be a March 8th Saitama update. And to start it off, shout out to Classic Crypto. All right, he pretty much takes a bunch of the main, quotes from like the AMAs and stuff that the Saitama developers, have. So first off, this is one of the things, Russ said, aka Saitama Guru. He said the Saitama team will be creating more tutorials on how to use Saitamask. Okay. Then he said the Saitama/ETH pairing is normalized for the most part. All right. I guess before, they were still, just for anybody who's, haven't been updated or just haven't been keeping track of the whole Saitamask update and everything as far as the swap. There's been just a lot of kinks and stuff that they try to, fix and stuff, a lot of errors. The Saitama royalty stuff been delayed and everything. So this is pretty much the AMA when they're going over everything as far as regarding that stuff. So I believe now the like he said, the Saitama/ETH pairing is now normalized. So anyone who wants to trade Saitama for ETH or ETH for Saitama should now be able to do that. So do that without any errors, right? Then he moved on to say we've had over 10,000 successful transactions already on Saitamask. All right, which is pretty good. Then he says for the Saitama royalty, they will be testing the new contract this week. We're not putting an exact date yet, but hopefully it should be next week. We don't want to rush it. All right, so I'm gonna say that again. He says for the Saitama royalty, they will be testing the new contract this week. For those who don't know, they ended up releasing Saitama royalty, a few days ago, and there was some type of, from what I heard that there was a few people who were able to access Saitama royalty token through Uniswap, even though it was supposed to be exclusive only on Saitamask. Somehow, I guess somebody found a loophole, or they just, I don't know how they could have possibly done it, but they were able to get some Saitama royalty tokens, while a lot of others weren't able to get any, right? And because they plan on not having this as a fair launch, they knew that they had to, pretty much scrape that, contract, right, the previous one, and come out with a whole new one, so that they'll have to, launch the token again, so that everybody will be able to buy the tokens at the same time. Because it will be unfair if they were to just go on and release the previous Saitama royalty token while you already have people who bought a bunch of them, while others couldn't have. All right. So so he says we're not putting an exact date, but yet hopefully it should be next week. So hopefully next week, they'll get that going. And then right here it says we want to have the beta version of our #Fang NFT marketplace ready for the Dubai Expo. All right, so I guess with the whole NFTs, which that's also going to be one of the utilities for Saitamask. I guess he's trying to have a deadline for that. But and I want to get my hopes up as far as that being done before the Dubai Expo, which is supposed to be, I believe, the 16th and 17th of March. All right, but I'm glad to keep us updated with that. And then he says we want to show a prototype for our Saitama Safe hard wallet for the Dubai Expo. All right, I feel like that would be interesting to see. All right, and then he says we have some stuff on the education side we're putting touches in within this week. I feel like this is one of the biggest things, honestly, as far as the whole education, as far as people coming into crypto and not being too tech savvy, and having to take them a while to learn and just get the grasp of working with crypto and this, that, and the third. So I am big on this whole education side when it comes to Saitamask, and I'm glad that he's brought that back up to the spotlight. Then he says we have a lot we have to get done in a short amount of time leading up to the Dubai Expo. All right, so they have a lot of stuff planned on happening leading up obviously to the Dubai Expo. The Dubai Crypto Expo for 2022, when I checked it out, it looks like a pretty big event, right? A pretty big event where a lot of investors, and not just investors, but really rich investors go to, check out, certain investments, certain cryptos and stuff. So hopefully they can get all that stuff figured out before the Dubai Expo, because if they can, that's when, you can get a lot of investors who, maybe are eyeing, to buy in on Saitama. It's a lot of potential investors is all I'm saying. And then also right here, Saitama Guru, he posted this on his Twitter account. He said, just a heads up, any Saitama folks, when swapping, keep total tokens swapped small and increase slippage. This will reduce any failed transactions as we increase liquidity for the pairs on Saitamask. All right. And then also right here, this is from Max Equation. He's the main developer who is pretty much over the Saitamask and everything. He says, at 1 p.m. Eastern, we are having a maintenance window on Saitamask. It will last 30 minutes. services affected is Saitamask. The Saitamask application should not be affected. Okay. And then last but not least, I've been seeing this lately. Guru also came up here and he said, looking forward to a fruitful and collaborative partnership. Together we would dominate both industries. He says, thank you at Team Khabib. Is it Khabib? Yeah, I think Khabib and Ego Fight Club for the opportunity. All right. And then he says, inshallah, great things ahead. And then as you see right here, it says, this is the Ego Fight Club Twitter account. It said, it's official. Ego FC are proud to announce our multi-year, multi-million-dollar partnership with Inu Saitama, also known in the crypto community as Saitama. And then it says, Saitama is a leading community-driven crypto platform promoting financial well-being. All right, so it sounds like a pretty big, actually really big, multi-million-dollar partnership, right? Pretty big partnership. Of course, we've already had the Gervonta Davis, partnership where he was wearing the Saitama hat. He was wearing like the Saitama, boxing trunks. And then we had the what was the next one pretty much that we had? Yeah, but I believe this is like the next big one as far as partnerships, right? And like advertising and marketing, it's like the UFC stuff, right? Or the MMA. I'm not sure this MMA, UFC, or Fight Club, some type of UFC type of stuff, right? So yeah, big partnerships, of course. At this point, don't get me wrong, marketing is always a plus, but my main focus is really just on Saitamask and hoping that they get Saitamask working smooth and stuff. As far as the marketing and everything, me personally, I would prefer that for them to have Saitamask working properly, 100%, and then go on about like the marketing and everything. Because I feel like when you're doing the marketing stuff and Saitamask still isn't working, it's kind of like it's not too good. Because what if somebody is watching like the UFC fight or whatever other marketing that brings in investors, and they're like, all right, let me check out this app. They go check the app out, and then bam, like the swap is down. They got maintenance that's even going to happen soon. Like the swap isn't swapping, like just certain things isn't working. It's kind of like I feel like the marketing should come after the product being completely fixed, not sort of fixed. Not sort of working. I feel like it should be 100% working, but it is what it is. I'm just the YouTuber. But yeah, that is my opinion. But at the end of the day, like I said, marketing is always a plus, right? So last but not least, a little bit of price action on Saitama. Currently at 343,000 holders, which is amazing, I feel like. But the market cap doesn't, I feel like, really quite reflect, as good as the holders, right? Same amount of holders, right? Small holders. And the market cap being 1.1 billion, which I feel like compared to where we were at the all-time high, around like that $8 billion market cap, we're still down a lot. Saitama is still down a pretty big amount, right? And the price of right now is what, 701, all right? 701. The all-time high was 6016, almost 6017. So yeah, Saitama, as far as the price being from the all-time high, is down a lot. Okay, but like I said before, if the team can actually get it going and keep the ship, well, for one, build the ship, right, fix the ship, and then get the ship going to where like the Saitamask is working properly, you got the market and everything going. Hopefully that hyper burn where they say people, pretty much the demand of Saitama can go up with the whole like having to buy Saitama to trade for Saita Realty and Mandox and Impact XP and Kishimoto and all those other tokens and stuff they plan on listing. Then hopefully we can start seeing like the token price go up. But as of right now, Saitama is down 2% in the past 24 hours. It's down a lot. Like I said before in my previous videos, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Saitama is still down a lot. But at the end of the day, I know all it takes is a few things to happen in the crypto to make it, start going back up. Only question is the team going to get everything on the right track? Is what I'm, asking. But yes, other than that, this is the Saitama, March 8th updates. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about Saitama as far as the marketing, as far as the AMA that they had. And yeah, other than that, I'll catch y'all soon. I think I'll plan on having like a live stream later today. I don't know, but maybe. If I do, anybody's welcome, of course. Feel free to tune in, and I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.